Hey everyone, if you're gearing up for your English Project-Based Learning Assignment, or PBL for short, you are in exactly the right place. We know what you're thinking right now. I need a tutorial to create a really nice presentation out of a problem tree, and I desperately need a logical order to follow. Well, consider this explainer your ultimate step-by-step roadmap. Today, we're taking you from day one all the way to acing your final presentation with a perfect score. Let's dive in.
Here is our logical sequence for today. First, welcome to your PBL project. Second, finding your specific problem. Third, building the problem tree. Fourth, crafting the perfect presentation. And fifth, how to score 10 points.
All right, step one, welcome to your PBL project. Before you can solve a problem, you need a solid team to tackle it. You're going to be working in groups of 5, and every single person has a super specific, vital role. The leader, they organize the time and keep everyone entirely focused. The visual contributor is the one designing those beautiful slides and posters. The writer actually turns the group's chaotic brainstorming into clear English sentences. Then you have the editor, who is basically your quality control for grammar and spelling. And finally, the finder. They dig up the crucial facts and vocabulary. So yeah, everyone has a clear purpose. But here is the absolute golden rule of PBL. While you do have a specific role, teamwork is mandatory. Literally, no one works alone. If your visual contributor is struggling one day, the team helps. If a member is absent, the leader steps in. You succeed or fail as a single unit. Moving right along to step 2, finding your specific problem. So you have this massive real-world issue, right? But you need to shrink it down into a highly specific solvable project. Enter tool number 1, the inverted pyramid. This is exactly how we filter a giant, abstract idea down into a really small, concrete problem. You do this by answering 4 really simple questions. Step 1, where is this happening? Let's say the Technical University of the North. Step 2, who is affected? Young university students. Step 3, what is the exact issue? A lack of digital skills. And step 4, when? During the 2025 academic semester. When you combine those, boom, you have one clear, perfectly delimited problem sentence. You aren't just broadly saying bad technology anymore, you have a specific target. Okay, step 3, building the problem tree. This is the anatomy of your issue. With your problem clearly defined, you are ready for tool number 2, which is the problem tree itself. Think of it like this. The trunk, right in the middle, represents that main problem you just defined with your pyramid. The roots, reaching underground, represent the causes, like why does this happen? And the leaves, reaching up top, represent the effects, what happens as a result. Now listen close, because this is where people trip up all the time. It is vital that you do not mix these two up. The roots are the causes. They answer why, and they happen before the problem even exists. They're the origin story. The leaves, on the other hand, are the effects. They answer what happens as a result, and they occur after the problem. They show the actual impact. Let's ground this with a concrete example. If our trunk, our main problem, is that students lack digital skills, look at the roots. A root cause might be a poor internet connection at home. Because of that root, we get the problem. Now look at the leaves. Because students lack digital skills, what is the effect? Well, students cannot use a computer for homework. See how that flows? Root leads to problem, problem leads to leaf. As you build out your tree, just do a quick self-check. Take the sentence, students get low grades. Does that cause a lack of digital skills? Or is it a result? It's a result, so it's an effect, a leaf. And remember, as your writer and editor are crafting these points, make sure every single idea uses a simple, complete English sentence with a subject, a verb, and a complement. Keep it clean and straightforward. Step 4. Crafting the perfect presentation, bringing the whole thing to life. So you have your problem, your causes, and your effects mapped out. Now, how do you logically turn this into a winning presentation? Looking at the second term timeline, hours 13 through 16 are entirely dedicated to designing and delivering your project. This is where your visual contributor really shines, using tools like Canva or PowerPoint. The logical order of your problem tree directly becomes the logical sequence of your slides. First the trunk, then the roots, then the leaves. You're just bringing your tree to life on the screen. But hey, having a slick slide deck isn't enough. You have to present it like a total pro. So here's your checklist. First, use simple connectors like and, because, and so to link your causes and effects naturally when you speak. Second, and I cannot stress this enough, do not just read off the slides. Understand the content well enough to actually explain it to your audience. Keep an upright posture, make solid eye contact, Speak clearly and, dress appropriately. Your confidence and fluency matter just as much as your grammar here.
And finally, step 5, how to score 10 points. So you know what to build and you know how to present it. Let's talk about what everyone really wants to know. The grade. A perfect 10 out of 10 is completely, absolutely within your reach. No trick questions here. If you follow the logical order we just laid out, you're golden. Here's how it breaks down. Your final grade is actually split into 2 parts. 8 points come directly from your teacher, who is looking at your problem clarity, your grammar, and your presentation fluency. But look closely at this. The remaining 2 points come from your group's leader. The leader evaluates how well you performed your specific role. Yep, your daily teamwork directly impacts your final grade.
You've got the inverted pyramid to find your focus, the problem tree to structure your logic, and an exact step-by-step roadmap for creating a killer presentation. The sequence is set. The only question left is, what massive real-world issue will your team choose to conquer first? So get together with your group, pull out that day 1 worksheet, and go change the world. Good luck.